In this episode, we take a look at how Herentals are taking their development thrust to more centers across Zimbabwe's football regions.
We have grand plans so that we have a lot of talent tapping.
We zoom in on Herentals senior men's first two matches of the 2023 Castle Larger Premier Soccer League. Herentals Queens dreaming big ahead of the start of the Women's Super League.
I have to score more goals so that
And on the spotlight this week, we take a look at the impact 51-year-old Innocent Benza has on the team.
He's a different individual for me, regardless of all the success he has done.
This is the Herentals Football Show.
Oh my goodness!
Football in Zimbabwe is a landmine, a loaded territory that has claimed a number of projects, an environment that doesn't favor individually owned football clubs, as a number of projects have folded because of tough operating conditions. Teams like Amazulu, Masungo United, Lanthans, Monomotapa, Eagles and Shooting Stars closed shop. But against all odds, the Herentals project is flourishing, and the plan is to turn this project into a football empire. Apart from boasting a flagship premiership franchise, Herentals College Football Club, the project also has two other men's teams in the Northern Region Soccer League and the Harare Province Division 2, as well as a women's side, Herentals Queens, which competes in the Zimbabwe Women's Top Flight League. All of the four clubs under the Herentals stable had an outstanding season in 2022, with its flagship side, Herentals Football Club, making it all the way to the final of the 2022 Chibugu Super Cup tournament. Known as the Students in the Premier League, Herentals lost by 1-0 to Bulawayo Chiefs in that final. Herentals women's team, Herentals Queens, which ply their trade in the Zimbabwe Women's Super League, were crowned champions, while the club's Division 1 side finished second in the ZIFA Northern Region Soccer League. They missed out on promotion into the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League. The 2021-2022 season was one of the best seasons for the institution, and the stable awarded its best performance, celebrating all the hard work that culminated into a hugely successful season for the institution.
It's Majarino! Oh, beautifully taken!
From the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League team, striker Brighton Majarina was named the Players' Player of the Year, while Godfrey Mukambi and William Kapuma were named the most hardworking players.
Tino Benza on the near side, the cross comes! And it's a goal! Prince Chama with the goal!
The most consistent player of the year award was won by Prince Chama, while John Joao was the top goal scorer of the year. Takuzwa Chikosi was named the most improved player, while Luke Ruguchu got the Rookie of the Year award.
Chinyarara is saved!
Takuzwa Chikosi won the Goalkeeper of the Year award, while Tino Benza was named the Overall Player of the Year, as well as the Supporters Player of the Year.
The cross comes! Chance, and it's a goal!
Besides dominating the Herentals Awards, Tino Benza also won big at the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League Awards. He was among the 11 Soccer Stars of the Year for the 2021-2022 season, and was also the inaugural Fans' Choice Award winner after 9,179 online voters picked him.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Soccer Star of the Year's Fans' Choice winner 2021-2022 goes to Tinotenda Benza, Herentals College Football Club.
Chosen by the fans, ladies and gentlemen, Tinotenda Benza of Herentals Football Club. Ngatumombere mawoko. And this, of course, a new award He is the inaugural winner of the People's Choice Award in the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League. The first to win it, Innocent D Benza of Herentals Football Club. The fans voted, the fans decided that he was the best performer this past season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Innocent D Benza a round of applause.
And of course, Innocent D Benza unseating William Manondo as Mr. Chibuku Super Cup, because he was a Golden Boot winner for the Chibuku Super Cup, an award that was regularly won by William Manondo.
And it's a family affair, and of course we see is that Innocent Benza there.
It is.
Innocent, good to see you. Good to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, Innocent Benza.
The cross comes on the near side. A chance and it's a goal!
The Herentals College Football Club, nicknamed Herere, my students Vavamburi, started as a social club whose goal was to give its students from the group of colleges opportunities to play football at a higher level. As its structures improved and going professional, the football club created an opportunity that would lay a foundation for developing football talent for a generation. With over 50 centers scattered across the nation, the Herentals Academy draws its talent from all over Zimbabwe. The Sports Gala, which is an annual second-term event, is the biggest event in the group. Has seen the rise of superstars like Wilmore Chopa Chimbetu, who is now Herentals FC right back. Having 4 professional teams gives all talented students an opportunity to realize their dreams. The Herere's success has inspired a whole generation of youngsters to dream and achieve big. Herentals FC, Herere, aka my students Vavamburi, champions believe in themselves. Register your child with Herentals today. With Herentals, you rise and rise and rise.
I feel like I've got a word for somebody. Life, just as we all know it, is full of emotions. Akuna kana game one, where in 90 minutes you can be able to fully express yourself like football.
Chance and it's a goal! Nice! Oh, it was a spec side.
If our favorite player scores, hi, boy, congratulations. But if they miss, I'll get to shame. If the referee makes a very bad decision, we are so disheartened. If our team loses, I could go on and on and on and on. But simply put, football is 90 minutes of pure emotion.
Let your emotions run wild with the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League. Bora Redu, live on ZTN Prime.
Happy Silver Jubilee! Join us as we prepare to celebrate 25 years of academic excellence, a milestone built with years of quality education and integrity since 1998. Herentals centers have mushroomed across the nation, becoming the biggest and most trusted brand in education. Be part of our incredible journey filled with hard work and success. Contact 0771 922 025. With Herentals, you rise and rise and rise.
Not to be outdone, the women's side went a notch higher and won the league title for the first time in their history. Herentals Queens were crowned the 2022 Zimbabwe Women's Super League champions, finishing the season with 72 points. They only lost once to Harare City and also drew once the entire season. The club honored the Queens and gave them a trophy and medals for their dominance in the Women's Super League. Herentals Queens coach Simbarashe Dedza hailed the club's leadership for giving women's football equal treatment and motivating them to achieve greater things.
About the club and the owners, the executive, that's our major advantage. That's where we say we've got cover because they are there for us. They do everything for us in terms of outside the ground and inside the ground. Every support that we need, they give us. Everything that we want, they are there for us. So I credited everything to them. They are the ones who are making everything possible. They are the ones that are making our lives going far. They are the ones that are giving many opportunities, many players opportunities to express themselves. They are the ones that are giving those exposures to everyone, to us, to players and other members.
It is the first time the Herentals Women's Football Club won the league title. The Queens had a solid defense which was led by veteran Mighty Warriors goalkeeper Lindiwe Magwede and her understudy Doreen Jai. Polite Mabika operated from the right back while Moyo operated from the left back, and Talent Mukwanda complete the defense which only conceded 6 goals this past season. Midfielders Nyasha Munemo, Grace Kazembe and Shailene Damba Muromo operated from the middle of the park, with strikers Maud Mafuruse, Prainens Shawanda and Melody Tatenda scoring a lot of crucial goals for the club. Shawanda was voted the Soccer Star of the Year. In a season, she captured the imagination of many.
Ndakagosa 26 goals and ndangandine yopi vamwe vangu ma players because like tinongoshanda 7-1 sema teammates. Yeah, so ndozvo ndikaita zvakaswa ndibatsira.
And then my goals are play a big part kuti team win a league. So striker unonzwa CEO, which is what basa rako wagona.
It really feels good, to be honest. Zvinhu zvoti zvinongofadza and zvinotomotivate kuti even kana like the next season I have to score more goals so that ichi team yedu ichi inongoramba ingori pa top.
And then in terms of playing style as a striker, my midfielders nema players anofara kutamba nawo anoziva kuti uyu anonyatsokunzwisisa movement yangu nema type yemapasi andoda ndanani.
Chokwadi yangu team kwedu yangu kune competition but kuzorone vamwe like nowadays what like vanenge vangorone big form vakaisa like Nyasha na Shai na Milan then na captain wedu isusu anonzwadza naye vari 4.
Despite boasting 4 teams across as many leagues, Herentals director Innocent D Benza has sought to take his development thrust to more centers across the country's football regions. This comes amid revelations that Benza wants to undertake an audacious project and set up 60 academies across the country using the Herentals group of schools as the conduit for those institutions.
We are also going to introduce soccer at our group of colleges, first term, second term, third term. So we have grant plans so that we have a lot of talent tapping. That's why I'm talking about D2 in Matebele and Bulawayo, D2 in Manicaland. There is a lot of talent abound within the system, and we are going to make sure that we display that challenge and we promote the talent.
Benza noted that football development in the country is riddled with various challenges, but insisted his institution is ready to weather the storm, adding that they drew a lot of inspiration from the fact that Herentals started off as a social project and was now bearing fruit, as seen by their Premiership side fine run in the Chibuku Super Cup and the League Championship Marathon last season.
Our institution is vision driven. We will not be stopped by the financial resources, whatever other hiccups are just there might be temporary setbacks, but once you have a vision, where there's a will, there's a way. We always push through. And you are talking about the 4 teams in the leagues. We are talking of 6 teams in 2023 and more teams in 2024.
Are you looking for quality and excellent tuition for your child in 2023? Register with Herentals Group of Colleges now. ECD, Grade 1 and Form 1 enrollment in progress. With 51 branches nationwide, including primary and secondary schools, your child will benefit from e-libraries, e-learning, swimming, soccer, basketball, tennis, and netball. Affordable, no extra lessons, no extra fees. Register now with a college that has earned its reputation over the years through quality tuition and integrity. Contact 0771 922 025. With Herentals, you rise and rise and rise.
Whether you are a kid or an old man, football gives you an equal opportunity to live the dream. This beautiful game lets us dream and live that dream in someone else's shoes. And dreams are what keeps us alive. Keep dreaming with the Castle Larger Premier Soccer League. Bora Redu, March to December, live on ZTN Prime.
The Herentals College Football Club, nicknamed Herere, my students Vavamburi, started as a social club whose goal was to give its students from the group of colleges opportunities to play football at a higher level. As its structures improved and going professional, the football club created an opportunity that would lay a foundation for developing football talent for a generation. With over 50 centers scattered across the nation, the Herentals Academy draws its talent from all over Zimbabwe. The Sports Gala, which is an annual second-term event, is the biggest event in the group. Has seen the rise of superstars like Wilmore Chopa Chimbetu, who is now Herentals FC right back. Having 4 professional teams gives all talented students an opportunity to realize their dreams. The Herere's success has inspired a whole generation of youngsters to dream and achieve big. Herentals FC, Herere, aka my students Vavamburi, champions believe in themselves. Register your child with Herentals today. With Herentals, you rise and rise and rise.
With solid performances during the 2021-2022 season, the Herentals senior team hoped for a good start in the 2023 Castle Larger Premier Soccer League season.
I think it will share a bit.
Nice, thank you.
The match, however, did not turn out the way the students had expected, as a solitary goal by Triangle's Ghanaian forward Wilson Mensah was enough to hand the Lovell side maximum points against the students in their opening Castle Larger Premier Soccer League match at Gibo Stadium.
Everyone is trying out for a goal. It's a game that's calling for a hero now. And let's see. So far the set pieces have been disappointing with no real chances taken. But let's see if this one will be different. He whips in across and it's a goal! Triangle take the lead. They are off the mark. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
After the match, Coach Kumbirai Mutokuzia was not convinced with his charges, but looked forward to match day 2.
A different game, but the same venue, which is good for us now, and also a different opponent in the venue that we once used. If I'm to look at Greenfield, they're also a traveling team going there. This gives us a fair platform going to face them there, maybe with an advantage to us that we once used the venue than them. So we look forward to the match with a positive eye, since we've once used Gibo this season. Unlike Greenfield going there for the first time. This gives us a lot of motivation, and at the same time makes the going there not bad for us. We have traveled before, we have to travel again, though it's tricky in football, having 2 away games, traveling such a distance, but it actually gives us courage to go and try to produce a positive result.
It has not been an easy start to the season for the students, who had to once again make the long journey to Triangle. This time to face Greenfield, who are using Gibo Stadium as their home ground. It was a mouth-watering clash as Here clashed with an equally determined New Boys Greenfield, gunning for their first set of 3 points this season.
A good point, sure, for the team today. You know, we are just recovering from the first game, which we lost against Triangle here. But today we had another version of the result, getting a draw, particularly on the road. It's quite good. I was very happy with the boys today in terms of how they have been expressing themselves. Though the result could have been a win for us, but it did not come up. But in terms of playing the ball, managing the game, I think we were the better team by miles. And also in terms of creating chances, we were good.
So, the senior men's side have now played 2 games in the 2023 season. But for the Herentals Queens, they are bracing up for the start of the Women's Super League 2023 campaign, which is yet to get underway.
We saw that everything is possible, because it was our first time to take the lead. Now we have got we are the champions, but now we have to maintain and keep the standards of that to be champions. But in terms of progression, there is a lot of progression, because we are working very hard to defend the championship, and our target is to take it again, and working hard every time, every day. That is so far in terms of preparations. That's where we are. Whereby now we are ready, even the league, when it starts, we are ready to go for it.
Looking back from the 2022 season, there's spoke glowingly about the type of football that the Queens play, which will certainly be an X-factor game this season.
Like at the past, there was people like Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho. They brought their own philosophies. Like Jose Mourinho brought the bus philosophy, where they defend only. Then Pep Guardiola also brought the tic-tac philosophy, where they will be passing. Now is us as Herentals, we've got our own system, which is called Herentals bombardment, which is very effective, and it brings results.
And can you take us a bit more into this bombardment movement, and one of the games where you say game plan redu rakanyatso shanda to perfection?
Okay, in terms of this game bombardment type of football, and referring back to the game we played against our big rivals, Black Rhinos, that game we won 1-0 at Motection. That's where our philosophy managed to come out, because we were playing a bigger team and a better side. But we managed to let it. We managed to let the people know about the football and see about the football.
The under-19 men's side is also in full swing with their preparations for the 2023 Northern Region Soccer League season. The development side fell short of the league title last season, coming second to eventual winners Simba Bora.
Our target every season for Division 1 is to finish in a reputable position. And we're very happy that last year we managed to finish second. And this year we are going to try and maintain that position, or even get better, even to finish at the top. Though we're not going to be promoted because we already have a team in the Premiership, but finishing at the top is always good for us.
Have there been any major movement in terms of transfers, incoming and outgoing?
Yeah, we had a lot of movements from our team. We had Neva, Antonio, our goalkeeper, was promoted to the Premier side. We had Joseph promoted again to the Premier side. Dreamer also promoted. We had Pogba promoted to our Premier side. We had Pigas promoted, and we had Salif Cheya, who joined us at PC Kariba. So we had 7 of our key players who moved from last season to the Premier side, and then one to ZPC Kariba.
On the spotlight this week, we look at the impact 51-year-old Innocent Benza has had on the team.
Besides punching above their weight by qualifying for the Chibuku Super Cup final, they also have the oldest player in the league, the 50-year-old forward, Innocent Benza.
You know, I enjoy working with him because he got a lot of passion to him. He listens a lot. He's a hard worker. He always wants to succeed. He always thinks about football. And whenever he's in the field of play, he always needs to be corrected. He's a different individual for me, you know, regardless of all the success he has done as an individual in business. But when he's in the field of play, it's different for me.
Some said he was a joke, a man who desperately wanted the limelight. But Innocent Benza, as defying critics at the ripe old age of 50. The Herentals owner and striker also plays with his son Tino, who says playing with his father is huge motivation.
It does. I have to get a better game than him every time. I always work hard to do that. But he has some games where he's like, when I'm like, oh wow, Dad played really well, you know. But I always have to go the extra mile, obviously. So yeah, there is pressure there.
You can't explain the feeling. With your son, calling him, passing the ball, defending and everything. It's very difficult to explain the feeling. But I can only tell you that it's great. It's a great feeling playing alongside your son.
The past 3 seasons, since the Herentals debuted in the Top Flight League in 2018, have been a roller coaster. But the 2021-2022 season was a good one. For 2023, the promise from the students' camp is that they are ready for graduation. A minor setback in their opening game for the senior team will not deter or divert the students' attention.